What up, though? It's your boy Meech, aka the Siage Saint. Hope everyone's doing well. Time for another fragrance video, and I am taking on a tag video that has been floating around Fragcom. I think Razor Ramon the Barber was the originator of the tag video. Shout out to Razor Ramon the Barber. I don't know you personally, but I watch your content. I enjoy your content. I know Dedrick Hicks has taken on the tag, Fatboy Finesse, and I just recently saw Charm, Fragrance Connoisseurs, his video on this topic as well. I was not tagged personally, but listen, I'll crash a party. So I'm getting in on the tag. We're talking about fragrances that you would wear to a steakhouse date night, dinner at a steakhouse. And so I decided to take this tag on. I'm doing mine with a little bit of a twist. I saw most of the people that touched on the topic kind of focused on fragrances for this time of year, fall fragrances. I'm going to go a fragrance for each season that I would wear on a steakhouse date. So I'm going to give you guys a fragrance for each season. Then I'm going to give you guys a fifth fragrance that'll be kind of like a wild card. So let's get into it, man. Fragrances that I would wear to a steakhouse date night. Now, we're not talking about Outback, no shade to Outback. We're talking about Roof Chris, Capitol Grill, Hyde Park, Fleming's. If you have those, we have those here where I live. But those type of steakhouses where you're really getting dressed up, you're dressing nice, you're trying to impress that special someone in your life. So so we got 5 fragrances to discuss. Without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so let's get things started with the seasons gone by. Let's start with the spring. And I said I have 5 fragrances, but I really got 6. I'm cheating, y'all. So because I live in the Midwest and sometimes spring doesn't actually be springing when it's spring, if you know what I mean. It's still really cold a lot of times in the spring. So let's say it's a cooler spring day and I'm going out on a date to a steakhouse. A fragrance that I'm definitely going to pull out is Rochas Mustache Eau de Parfum. Now, this is a fragrance that I wear this time of year as well. I like it in the transitional seasons, fall, spring, particularly cooler spring days. This is a fragrance that is kind of warm, spicy. There is a vanillic vibe, benzoin, vanilla. There's a rose note in this fragrance as well. And I do get a booziness, even though there aren't any liquor accords listed in this fragrance. This is a fantastic scent, man. People compare it a lot to YSL Tuxedo. You guys have heard that if you spent any time in Fragcom. I've never smelled the OG, but as a standalone, outstanding fragrance. This is a 75 ml, and you can get it around the $30, $35 price point, which I think is a steal. One of the best bang for your buck fragrances out there. It's sexy. It doesn't project heavy off your skin. It kind of sits a bit closer to the skin. So if you're sitting in a booth at the steakhouse and she leaning up against you, she gonna smell this on you and she gonna like what she smells. This is a great fragrance, Rochas Mustache Eau de Parfum. Now, if it's a warmer spring day, we're kind of in May, maybe early June before it's technically summer. Fragrance I might pull out is Brioni Eau de Parfum Eclat. I'm a big fan of Brioni fragrances. Y'all know that. We got that magnetic cap. That's always a bonus. But this is a fragrance that, again, not the strongest projecting fragrance in the world, which some people may not want being in a steakhouse where there are a lot of different smells going around. But listen, this is classy. This is elegant. It's citric. It's musky. This also features a rose note in the fragrance as well. You don't get it's not jammy or anything like that. It kind of more is a complimentary note in this fragrance. But this is classy. This is elegant. This is sexy. You're going to get about 4 to 5 hours, or at least that's what I get in my wearing experience. But that is enough for a date night. So in the springtime, depending on weather, I'm going with either Rochas Mustache Eau de Parfum or Brioni Eau de Parfum Eclat. All right, let's talk about a steakhouse date night, steakhouse dinner in the summer. And this was a no-brainer. It was the first fragrance I thought of, and I just got a full bottle of this fragrance. I told you guys in a previous video that I was going to have a full bottle of this before we got to summer. I delivered a little bit early. I'm going with Lamar by Kajal. You can't see that. It's clashing a little bit with the studio light. Beautiful bottle design, beautiful fragrance. This fragrance has catapulted itself into the top 10 in my collection. Man, you get this pineapple fruitiness. This also features a rose note. I got a lot of rose fragrances in this video today, but this is fruity, musky, a rose accord. Man, this is the personification of sexy. I have such a great scent memory wearing this fragrance in the summer. My birthday is in July. I wore this like my entire birthday weekend. This holds the record for the most complimented fragrance or most compliments I've gotten in one day wearing a fragrance. I don't know the number, but it's more than any other fragrance I've ever worn. This is a compliment getter. Sexy, sexy fragrance. And for a summer date night at a steakhouse, I'm going with Lamar by Kajal for sure. All right, let's talk about the fall. We're in the midst of the fall season, of course, right now. And I know sometimes we want to pull out our most dense, in-depth, complex fragrances to impress that special someone at the steakhouse. Sometimes simplicity is best. And sometimes blue fragrances work for a steakhouse date. You're saying, what? Are you crazy? But I'm not crazy when I'm talking about the GOAT. When I'm talking about the GOATed blue fragrance, Bleu de Chanel Parfum, man. This is one that is, it's the best blue fragrance I've ever personally put my nose on. Obviously citric, woody, aromatic. This is so sexy. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, so it'll absolutely work at a steakhouse. The personification of versatility, the personification of a compliment getter, sexy. You're going to score major points at that steakhouse date. At Roof Chris with this on, you scoring. Capitol Grill with this on, you scoring. This is a fantastic scent and one that I would absolutely wear for a steakhouse date night in the fall. Bleu de Chanel Parfum. All right, now shifting gears to the winter. It's a little colder outside, or a lot colder because I live in the Midwest. Winters are crazy. Fragrance that I'm wearing on a steakhouse date in the winter, it's leathery, it's spicy, it has a coffee note in it that gives you a little bit of mystery and alluring qualities. Talking about Uomo's Signature by Salvatore Ferragamo. I went back with the affordable fragrance here. This one you can get 100 ml bottles around the $40 price point. This is just a 30 ml. I got this very early in my fragrance collecting journey, and I was unfamiliar with leather fragrances, but this is such a sexy fragrance. Again, you get the leather, you get that coffee accord that give you a little darkness, then you get those spices. This is a good projector. It lasts a long time, and it is a compliment getter. This is a great option for those that can't necessarily break the bank and want an affordable leather fragrance that's going to get you compliments and has this alluring sexiness to it. This is perfect for the steakhouse in the wintertime. Salvatore Ferragamo's Uomo Signature. All right, and last but not least, I'm giving you guys the wild card. This was supposed to be the 5th fragrance, but technically it is the 6th. I was looking over the list of fragrances that I had, and I can't believe I didn't have an iris fragrance listed. And iris is one of my top 3 favorite notes in perfumery, arguably my best. So I gotta go with my favorite iris fragrance in my collection. It's underrated too. It's not what you guys think. It's For Him Bleu Noir Parfum by Narciso Rodriguez. This is my favorite iris fragrance in my collection. You hear about Dior Homme Intense, Valentino Uomo Intense, Dior Homme Parfum, all great fragrances. I have variations of all 3 of those, but this is an underrated gem, man. This is beautiful. You get that iris, you get some woody muskiness with this fragrance, and then you get this suede accord that gives you like a leathery vibe. So you don't really get like sweetness in this fragrance, but it's very sexy, very alluring. I just wore this fragrance last week. And listen, I got a compliment, came over, smelled me, came back and smelled again. So you know this got to be on the list for a steakhouse dinner. This is the wild card. Now, I usually wear this fragrance this time of year, fall, winter, spring, maybe a bit much for the summer, but a date anytime, those times of year, or really anytime you want. You can wear a fragrance when you want. I'm more situational and seasonal with my wears. But For Him Bleu Noir Parfum by Narciso Rodriguez, absolutely a consideration for a steakhouse date. Well, there you have it, guys. I gave you 6 fragrances that I would consider wearing on a steakhouse date. Now, this is a tagged video, so I'm going to tag some of my comrades in this space. I saw my man, the Scent Bubble, was already tagged by Charm, so I won't tag tag you. I was gonna tag you, but hopefully I'll retag. Let's say that Scent Bubble. I'll go ahead and retag. So now you tag twice. So that means you have to do this video. My man BT Scents. I want to see what you have, man. What you wearing on that Steakhouse day? You just celebrated a birthday too, so happy birthday to you, my guy. I'm also going to tag my man Gator, aka the novice knows in these streets. I want to see what you got, Gator. I know you have some great fragrances for the Steakhouse. Be sure to check out my social media for more. Please like and subscribe, whatever social media platform you're watching this on. That will be greatly appreciated. Your boy Meech, aka the CI Saint. Until next time, take care. Peace.